Alright, so welcome back to another video on the Inav playlist. In the last video, we had a FPV drone which already have Beta Flight configurator firmware on it. So it works for either you have Beta Flight, either you have Pilot or any other configurator, and you want to switch to Inav. So we basically got the firmware online on GitHub for the Inav, and then we install it onto this drone. Now, how does it actually work? Inav, on the other hand, I have that firmware right here, and I'm going to connect my drone. I can see COM port 24 is currently active. That means my drone is connected and it's communicating properly. So here I can see my drone is responding, and it's the first thing you see when you actually connect your drone. You see the status. So here I have an error. I will ignore it because I will be going to it. I can see here failsafe mode is enabled because of this. Doesn't matter. So first and foremost, the status. Here I can reset the Z axis. So I can have my drone facing directly forward, then reset the Z axis. And then I can see here, I can see pre-arming checks. So UAV is leveled. This here is not 100% level. If I have it like that, you can clearly see it's not leveled. It detects level as in very close to being leveled like this. So there are different angles that it will detect as leveled. And here you can see runtime calibration. This one here, we don't have any runtimes currently, but you can have the calibration, CPU load, and all these different menus here. It just gives you certain pre-arming checks that you have to actually consider for arming your drone. Now, we all know Inav is really good for wing drones and so on. And here with our quadcopter, we can clearly see we have gyro enabled, we have baro enabled, and we have accelerometer enabled and baro enabled. Those are the three sensors that are actually enabled because it is built into the FPV flight controller. So generally, if you do not see it enabled, that means therefore those sensors are either malfunctioning or they are not present. So usually you will not get baro, but we do have a baro on here. No GPS, no optical flow sensor, no sonar, no speed sensor, and no compass or magnetometer. The info here, so I can plug in a battery and ensure that everything works. So here I can see the battery voltage is detected, and here I can see different battery voltages right here. And that drone is just rebooting and continuously rebooting because right now it need to be, the mixer needs to be configured. So that's one issue that you will get when converting from Betaflight to Inav. But here you can see the current draw. My capacitor right now is going down. You can see battery voltage, current draw, capacity draw, and all this kind of stuff right here. You can see GPS if it's enabled. I have no GPS, but the instruments down here, you can see my accelerometer and my gyro actually working down here as those instruments. Generally, that's it for the status tab. We have checked out our other instruments / our sensors, and here we're going to go to calibration. So to actually calibrate the accelerometer, it's not like Betaflight. You have to do it manually, and you have to do it based on your point of view. So I'm going to put my drone, and I do have a dropper under, but I'm trying my best to try to see if I can put my drone a little bit level based on different things. So I'm going to click on accelerometer calibration here, and right here it's processing. So this is when the drone is flat. Then I'm going to flip my drone. calibrate it again. This is when my drone is upside down. Now you can see the little arrow here facing the right side. So this is when the drone is facing like this, with the camera facing the right side. But it's not only about the camera, but your flight controller, it also has to be facing the right side. So with it facing the right side, I will click on calibrate accelerometer again. Now with it facing up like this, I'm going to do the same again. Turn to the left, do the same again, and once more turn it downwards. Once it's facing downwards and the drone is facing you, the top of the drone is facing you, that's all that matters. I'm going to do it again. So now my accelerometer has been calibrated, and you can see my accelerometer values right here on the different axes, and also accelerometer gain right here. So I'm not going to be doing anything right here. Here you can see you can calibrate compass, but I don't have a compass currently. I don't have GPS either. And here you can calibrate your optical flow sensor. So none of these are actually installed, but when they are actually installed, I will do a video on it, how to install it and add it to the playlist. So I'm going to save and reboot. And that's the status tab and the calibration tab for you. In the next tab, we are basically be going through the mixers and so on. So clearly we don't have that error up here, and we have battery profile 1. So here in the status tab, you can see everything here is now actually pre-checked, and everything shows green, so that's great. So in the next video, we'll be going through the mixers, so we'll be actually working with the motors. And generally, that's it for this video, and stay tuned. Thanks for watching.